You're watching Breakfast Central on a very beautiful Tuesday morning here in Lagos, Nigeria, where we're broadcasting from. Time for us to take you straight into the front pages of the dailies this morning, and we will begin right away with the very first. Let's take a look at the Punch from Nigeria.
And the Punch has quite a number of stories. New Year celebration, it says. Expert project high infection rate as Nigerians shun protocols at fun sports. That's on page 2 with a rider that says uncontrolled crowds at beaches. Orders to fuel community transmission. Experts are coming out to warn. Recovery rate drops by 73.2%. NCDC distributes 400,000 COVID-19 testing kits. Well, we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, we saw the pictures in the papers. I mean, just yesterday, looking at the beach area and seeing how crowded and heavily populated it was, and there were little or no face mask usage in that area. But there's more details from the Punch this morning. You can also see this picture here. That's the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu taking a look and looking at and reviewing the project that has been done, talking about the railway service. Lagos train service will begin this year. That's coming from the president. That's on page 6 from the Punch this morning. Now on pages 4 and 5, men exchange blows. Arrested as hire killer fails to eliminate pregnant ex-wife. What? Well, there's more details from pages 4 and 5 of the Punch this morning.
Quite a deep one, no doubt. Well, away from the Punch now, let's take you straight to Newsday, all the way in Zimbabwe. And Newsday, it's very short, simple, and straight to the point. What a front page this morning. Well, take a look at the header. It says, Zim SA at war over border jumpers. Now, Zimbabwe and South Africa at war over border jumpers with neighboring countries. Home Affairs Minister, one known as Aaron, accusing local security forces of taking bribes to let undocumented immigrants into the country. And you can see that as well. And there's this waste space, I could say, a plastic dumping site right there in the front page as well. This is one place that many people are equally talking about. It's in Harare, and that's the look and feel of what you would see in a city like that. Wow. Anyway, that's all you have on the front page of the Newsday. Zim SA at war over border jumpers. And there's this other story at front page with the lady you can see there. New author inspired by culture. What is she writing? Well, if you think this will tickle your fancy, you might want to go ahead and pick up the paper. That's Newsday, and take a look at what you have inside.
And let's take you to Kenya, shall we? We're looking at the Daily Nation this morning. Now you can see this picture here, quite a happy picture, but the feeling can be mixed at this point in time because of the former Attorney General, that is the late Njonjo. Now, forgiven Njonjo, who died on Sunday at the age of 101, later supported Mr. Odinga financially and politically. You can see this picture here, how rally are made up with Njonjo. There's more details on this, although the former Attorney General is late as we speak. But of course, we're looking at the history and history. There's more from pages 6 to 7 of the Daily Nation this morning. Now, on the left-hand side, the bottom left, you can see that the back page, parents faced with fines, fees, and fines burden. That's what it says. Parents faced with fees, fines, burden. You can get more details on the back page from the Daily Nation this morning. And on page 5, why we will fight coalition bill to the end. This coming from DP Ruto. All that and more from the Daily Nation.
And away from the Daily Nations, let's come back to Nigeria, and we are talking Daily Trust. That front page that you can see right there on the screen. At the top, you have the story, judiciary, cases, personalities to look out for this year. Check that out on page 20. You'll find more details of that story. Crisis rocks Kebbi, APC, as factional leadership emerges. That's another story to take a look at. It's on page 29. And price of crude oil hit $78.34 ahead of OPEC meeting. What a big one. Page 14, you find that story. And the big one as well, which we have been talking about here on News Central, is what you have on the front page. A picture of writer, politician, activist laid to rest in Kano. We are talking about the picture of Bashir Tofa, born in 1947 and just died 2022. I'm talking about someone who equally contested for the elections alongside the late MKO Abiola. Well, why Zamfara bandits kingpin Toji released 52 captives? Why did he do that? You will want to take a look at all of these stories once you lay your hands on Daily Trust newspaper from Nigeria. And that's all we have for you for the front pages of the newspapers for today. Taking a look at 4 of them equally, it is now time for us to bring to you the top stories for a Tuesday.